Thank you for joining us today with Hive News. My name is Todd, and we have a special program for you. We'll be talking about the honeybee industry. We'll be interviewing a honeybee farmer and a bee expert, and maybe they'll be able to tell us some sweet things that honeybees offer us. Well, for a fun fact, honeybees have 5 eyes. Breaking news report coming in. We'll take you to the scene.
We're here live on the scene at the protest. We have a lot of people just...
Save the honeybees!
Wow, that was a crazy breaking news broadcast. But now we'll cut to our honeybee farmer and see what he has to say about what's going on.
Okay, I got it. Hello guys, this is Luke with Hive News, and today I'm accompanied by Mark, the almond farmer. He's going to be telling us a little bit about what it's like to be an almond farmer and how bees help in almond production. So Mark, why are you in the almond business?
Yeah, so I'm a second generation almond farmer. I've grown up around the farm my whole life, and it's pretty much all I know.
Okay. How do you get the honeybees to your farm?
It's a great question. So pretty much I reached out to a commercial beekeeper and I asked for them to bring out their hives, and it's about 1 hive per acre. They come out here with their 18-wheelers loaded full of beehives, and then at night we unload them with the forklift and we place them all throughout my almond orchard. You know, they leave their hives here for about a week or two, and I let the bees just do their thing and they pollinate my crops, and then after that they come and get their hives.
How do you feel about the public telling you to stop killing bees?
Man, don't get me started about the public and those protesters talking about I'm killing bees. I don't kill bees with my bare hands. You know, I do what I need to do to provide food on the table for my family. You know, I have no choice but to contract beekeepers to bring their bees out here and pollinate my trees, because the trees themselves have specifically been bred to only rely on honeybees to pollinate them. You know, without them coming out here, my yield would be way lower. The quality of the almonds would be way smaller, and that would be bad not only for me, but also be bad for you. No one wants a lower quality product.
Well, that's all we have for you today. You have heard it here from Mark the farmer. This is Luke, signing out.
Welcome back. I'm Todd with Hive News. Thank you, Luke, for that insightful interview with Mark the almond farmer. But now we will shift gears and hear from our honeybee expert, John. So, John, where do we go from here? Great question, Ty. The question to be asked is, what will pollinate our crops? A diversified farming system which relies primarily on wild insects and other animals to pollinate crops, or industrial agriculture which provides large-scale resources? However, in industrial agriculture, pollinators are exposed to an abundance of agrochemicals. This causes the wild pollinator population to decrease and creates a need for honeybees to pollinate crops, like Mark the almond farmer mentioned. The negative impact that industrial agriculture and beekeeping have is that they expose honeybees to multiple interacting stressors that lead to colony losses. One of these factors is chemicals like herbicides, fungicides, and insecticides. Then there's the nutrition. The resources that industrial farming offer are often short-lived and lacking in diversity and nutritional quality. And then finally, it's the parasites and pathogens, which are exacerbated by the system because of high stocking density, which means a lot of bees in one area increases virulence. This reveals a harsh truth. Our industrial agriculture practices are unethical because they exploit and endanger honeybees, a species essential to our food system. The widespread use of pesticides, the destruction of natural habitats through monocultural farming, and the mass transportation of hives for pollination all contribute to the decline of honeybee population. These practices not only threaten biodiversity and global food security, but also disregard the intrinsic value and intelligence of a species that communicate through its own language, the waggle dance. So to answer your question, Kyle, we need to stop killing the bees like the protesters said.